If we do not destroy our enemies, what are armies for? Rituals guide the people. Law codes restrain the wayward. Bright are the city walls of the capital. Red-robed officials shout on broad streets.
De Ming Lu. The Great Ming Code, written into its final form in 1397 CE, was implemented by the Hongwu Emperor. More than a system of governance, it was a moral and cultural document, a codification of how to remain in line with the natural and social order. It provided a clear break from the past Mongol-led Yuan dynasty and birthed a resurgence of a Han Chinese social order. In its attempt to place social and moral life under a legal order, it established the bones of a modern order. The Great Ming Code is the basis for multiple attempts to establish an enduring and cosmically oriented legal code in Korea, Vietnam, and Japan, not to mention the subsequent Qing dynasty. Jia. Organizing an empire as vast as Ming China was a formidable task. Other empires managed to rule by keeping local units autonomous, but Ming sought to mobilize the power of local communities for defense, taxation, and labor. This was the Jia, a system of categorization and taxation that sought to mobilize peasants for state purposes. Each household was registered in a central book, the Huangqi, and categorized by the number of males in the household and the size of their fields. The Jia also established a village head for each community who could take over duties such as tax collection, civic festivals, funding schools, and sending tribute to the center. Such organizational systems are part of a more general centralization and control, bringing disparate people under the same banner and way of life. In different ways, this became a common feature of societies as the medieval period gave way to modernity. Nine garrisons. The end of Mongolian power in China came with the Ming victory over the Yuan dynasty in 1368. The Mongols fled northward back into Mongolia but remained a constant threat to the Ming. In response, the Hongwu Emperor built a series of garrisons along the border. The Yongle Emperor continued this emphasis on fortification, moving his capital to Beijing in part to better administer this defense. The Ming's aggressive posture received a nearly fatal blow in 1449 when Mongol forces destroyed half the Chinese army and captured the emperor. Subsequent rulers focused on building additional walls and garrisons, containing the Mongol threat rather than pushing back against it. The later Hongji Emperor installed the Jubian, the 9 garrisons, as a bulwark against the Mongols, and expanded the wall from the sea, just north of Beijing, in the east to Jiao Pass in the west, creating a hard, fortified border. The wall worked, for a time. In 1629, the Manchu leader Hong Taiji breached the defense, precipitating a crisis that would eventually lead to the fall of Ming, and the rise of the new, Manchu-led Qing dynasty.